Hello guys, and welcome to episode 28 of my Tiraspol campaign in Steel Division 2, playing on the Axis side. Today we're under attack once again, having valiantly defended in the past episode. Definitely make sure to go check that out if you missed it, but today we're going to be doing the same again with the 1st Battalion of the 10th Infantry Regiment. We've been attacked by the 476th Rifle Regiment. We're going to be backing ourselves up with definitely the 2nd Battalion of the 35th Infantry Regiment. We're probably going to be bringing in some aircraft. This is going to be a difficult battle though, mainly because we are going to be outnumbered early on. We're going to have to hold out till phase B so that I can get some more infanterist into the battle to really solidify our defense. And from there, I can probably pull the win, or at least I hope I can. But there's going to be a lot of Strauki to break through, along with all of their support that goes with it. So they could bring in any artillery. They might bring in more than one, and then possibly aircraft, but I doubt it because they've used up aircraft in other battles so far. I saved the 2nd close support wing just for this battle, pretty much. So I'm just hoping that I don't get attacked anywhere else afterwards. But let's focus on this one first. Let's tactical battle and jump on in. Okay, they are bringing in aircraft. Of course they are. Guess we'll find out what that is. It is gonna be the 511th Recon. So that's gonna probably be PE2s, I think. Which isn't too bad as long as they don't have like bomber variants or rocket variants, but I don't know. I'm not entirely sure of the composition of the 511th. But our the 2nd close support wing should be pretty useful. We do have some J-87s. We will manual deploy. I'm going to get my infantry down, and we'll try and do our best to defend here. So I'm probably going to want to put some of these Schneiders maybe on the main roads. So we'll pop one over here just to help kill off transports. I could also use the Pak 38s. I do have to be a little bit careful because they do, of course, have the 17th Gun Brigade. So as soon as I reveal anything, they're going to start arting me, which is going to be a real pain. I'll definitely put one over here just to face up the main road. That's always a good spot for one. We'll go ahead and put one in here to cover the road on this side. I could probably get away with putting one here if I bring in some infantry to cover it from the light cover. I could do like the Schneider to sort of roll up here and cover the road from this side. And then have, yeah, some like Kalarashi. They'll do nicely. They got the range on the sniper. I do have these as well, the light howitzers. They could be useful for just direct fire, really, as opposed to actual artillery. Also going to want some like standard infantry here though, so let's go ahead and bring in maybe a couple infanterist, and we'll use a leader here as well, just to buff up these Kalarashi so they are really strong. Probably want to put some units in on the left side here, so we'll bring in some infanterist. Not sure if I really want to like push up to this flag. We'll probably just play off the side here of this tree line. And I could probably add a machine gun in here somewhere. Maybe not. The line of sight's not really that great. Unless I put it over on the left side here, but seems unnecessary. We'll just put a couple infanterist on that side as well. I am going to have to be sparing with this infanterist because I only have a certain amount of it. And we'll bring in the Ezebio here. That one can just move up and cover from the left side. I could put one up here. And I might pop one in here as well. I could also use some infanterist. Help cover off on this side. And if we're going to be piling that on quite a lot, I'm going to bring in a leader here. Like so. Alright. The main things otherwise are this main road. We could get the AT gun in this back garden. And then also on the right hand side. I'll make sure to move that up a little bit as well. Alright, we do have a couple of these Schneiders. I could bring one potentially up and over here with a bunch of infantry, but I'm not sure if I really want to get too close to the spawn because they will have a lot of dudes to begin with. That seems like a bad idea. I can probably get away with bringing in a couple of machine guns at least, just to help us control the range engagement. I'm going to have them to a point where they can't be engaged by anything outside of the 1000 meter range. I'll probably pop a machine gun back here as well. It's going to be the last of my machine guns. So we'll do Kalarache with this, I think. And then we're going to do some Infanterist. Actually, I do have some Pioneeri. Yeah, I should probably use these on this side, actually. Let's do that. We'll have these cover the approach from this side against stuff that comes in from light cover. And if they get start to be overwhelmed, we can fall back and start to use the grenades that they have. Since they're already 1-star veterancy, I'll definitely put a leader on this side. Trying to work out which one would be the best one to use. We'll probably put this one here. I probably want the one with the radio further to the center. We do have the artillery leader, which has a radio. I might put him in here or something. Yeah, we'll do that. Then I'm going to probably deploy this gun back here. Let's put maybe a sniper in the center as well. And maybe some Infanterist, but I guess putting those here isn't a terrible idea. Just got to be pretty careful with where they concentrate their forces. That's pretty much it. I'm not going to bring in any of these Ju-87s at the start. We'll see what they bring in aircraft-wise and also artillery. And then, if needs be, we can just use Ju-87s to go bomb them. The Ju-87s actually cost like 6 points a pop. We only get 6 points per minute, so we're not going to have very many of them for a little while. Although starting to build them up like early might be a good idea, I don't know. Well, they are going to be able to see everything we have with the PE2 recons, yeah. It was PE2s, at least I got that right. But I think what we're going to have to do is move like this AT gun, for example, and some other things. We've got a kill on the left there, that's good. Not sure what that is, but probably want to take it out. An OB. Yeah, definitely kill that. Good kill. Another good kill. I think that was another OB. If we can keep shooting those jeeps with the OBs in them, that'd be great. Oh, artillery. Run. Run. Yeah, okay. We're gonna have to just, like, definitely make sure any of these AT guns move as soon as they fire. I don't know where to put it now, though. Maybe we could put it back here with this one. Or I could, like, move it over to the right a bit more. Or to the left, actually. That works, too. Oh, big artillery coming in as well. Oh, damn. Alright. We'll move it to, like, the far side over here. And I'm going to spread these out a bit so we don't get hit by the artillery. Oh, that one's being hit as well. Oh, these infanterists getting hit. What's that about? Oh, damn. There's some big old artillery. Right, let's bring in a couple of these. We got some serious snipers going on as well there. Looks like artillery just on the main road, which is fine. I can target that. We'll have the Schneider just go and hide. I think as long as I keep things moving, we should be alright. So far, so good. Like, every minute that passes, it's better for us. So, that's kind of what I'm counting on right now. I'm going to move the Kalash here to the edge because I need to spot the target for the Ju-87. They might have moved up closer a bit. If they haven't, that's fine. Yeah, okay, we can see it. Good. Oh, there's a... Okay, we're going to have to make sure we take that down. The Ju-87's head on should be okay. Okay, we forced it off. I need to be careful then, because those can actually kill us, I think. I think what I could do is just something like this. Give an attack move order to the right hand side, so that when it fires, it moves almost immediately. In the mid, it looks like things are going to get a bit annoying. This artillery is just not really going to do too much, is it? Let's move the Schneider back into position since it's not really being artied anymore. Oh, that's their Beers though. I might have to kind of like fall back here because they're certainly building up. We're going to bring in some like extra reinforcements further back. I'm going to get this Pack 38 out of that tree line. Move it back to this one. Are they strafing that? Oh dear. That's rude. We do have some Focke-Wulfs, so we'll bring these in. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to shoot these down, but we'll give it a go. The P3s are pretty slow to turn, so hopefully these Focke-Wulfs can take them out. We will see. Alright, we're going to fall back, because this is pointless. Just getting hit by artillery and everything. Going to bring in some more Infanterist on that side. Because these are actually 2-star vet, they are going to do quite a lot of damage, I think. Just going to manually turn this around and hopefully we can shoot one of these. Ah, of course they both get out. Alright, let's just bomb this lot, and we will maybe use this one to kill the other one. I don't know. Let's bring it over to the left side here, because the left's a bit weak. Let's bring in some more Infanterist over there. Those snipers are a pain. Thought I was supposed to be the one with the annoying snipers. Okay, well we killed one of the fighters. They probably don't have that many of them now I think about it, because it's the recon unit. So we shot down one of them. I don't know how many... We've seen 2 more which just evac, so... Yes, we shall see. Or let's not do that. We'll get the Schneider to move back. Those are the fighters again, aren't they? We ran out of fuel. Okay, let's go ahead and get the Ju-87s in here. If I can spot maybe a couple of these units, that'd be great. Or like a couple of the artillery pieces in particular. We should fall back with this. There's no point in letting them just get knocked out by artillery. Any units that are pinned would definitely want to fall back with. We're starting to build up on the left a bit. Lost my AT gun. This is annoying. Do I have recon? I do. Okay, let's get a recon aircraft out. Hopefully it doesn't get knocked out by the fighters. That would be a pain. Only 2 minutes till phase B, so we'll be able to get some more units in. I guess I could have the Ju-87 try and shoot that specifically. But what I need to do is make sure that I spot these and then bomb them. Are they moving? Annoying. Yeah, we need to not do that. Don't let the Volkov get shot down by the PE-3. Thank you very much. Good job, Pianini. Nice, shot that down. It's good. This is starting to get a bit unwieldy though. I need the reinforcement points ASAP. I'm going to strafe that one on the left there. I think that's what we're going to do. Ah, they killed my infanterist before it unloaded. Alright, we're into phase B. Let's go ahead and grab more infanterist. These are going to have to do a runner. We did lose a lot of our support weapons and stuff. It's unfortunate. Just got to keep piling in the infantry. Oh wow, that artillery. Okay. We've still got a lot of points now, so let's just use this recon plane to spot and kill some of these artillery pieces. They are quite annoying. I'm just going to unload all of those into that town. These can all unload and start pushing back on those Strelki. Okay. Not doing too bad. Let's have those leave, and is that going to go try and shoot down my Ju-87? Okay, good. Well, that's a lot of guns on this road. Alright, just make sure we keep flying over that. Go shoot that down. Please. Good. Might as well finish off that mortar. And I need to actually turn off to the right so that I can see whatever's there. Let's bring in more Infanterist on this side. Will that get the kill? I don't think so. Oh, it did, okay. I'll take it, I suppose. Yeah, this is a lot of stuff coming in here. We need to get some more Kalash and stuff to just cover that center area. Alright. Let's just keep bringing in more and more. I'm going to get a bunch of Infanterists here that can run from left to right. From there. These four can run up here. These ones can run through there. Those being pinned down is a bit of a pain. Let's... Where are these going? What's the idea? This is fine. Let's move them up on that side. Look at all of these artillery pieces. The issue I'm having right now is they are constantly moving, so I can't even kill them unless I am constantly spotting them. So even if I was fire positioning them without recon, it wouldn't work. And anytime I'm revealing infantry, they're just smashing it with artillery now. It's grim. Let's get that Focke-Wulf in so we can spot those ones in the center at least. I should probably just start arting, or sorry, bombing some of these infantry squads. Then I don't really want to get overwhelmed. I'm just going to turn off the weapons on this. Then it won't try and shoot stuff down. Those Maxims in the open, that's rough to deal with. Let's grab these and push from left to right. We're holding on. I mean, we only need a minor victory, really. I don't really care about getting a total victory or a major victory because we don't need to disorganize these dudes. Let's get these to start pushing back up. I think we've pretty much broken the back of them now. We've taken out a lot of their infantry. Do I have a spare Ju-87 I can throw over here? We'll pop a bomber down there. Might be worth just strafing some of these. Anywhere where there's a big gun though, we definitely want to just get rid of it. I need some more infantry to go through here, so we'll bring in some like Pioneer. Get these ones to move to the right. Strafe that 81mm mortar to death. The Kalashi took a shot to the face there, that's annoying. The mortar. Just get this infanterist to line up on this side. Looks like that one just surrendered, so there we get on. That one took an arty shot, didn't it? Okay. These ones being artied as well. Need to spot those on that side. We killed most of the artillery here. And just keep the Focke-Wulf flying over there though. Let's bring one over to this left side. Again, we'll turn off the guns. I'm going to have 4 of these start flying over that way. So we can spot and kill them. Nice. Then I can do this. Okay. Get those to push back on this side. We do want to probably bring in some more infantry on the left. Bring in a leader as well. Here you go, the Ju-87 strikes onto all the artillery. Boom. That's what we like to see. Bit of a waste to really drop bombs on these mortars, but I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to have to keep eyes on them though if I'm doing that. Right, meanwhile, we'll use any extra bombers to just hit infantry squads that are high health. Might as well bomb that as is 3. We'll try and keep some of these low health squads alive. A little bit of infantry preservation. Seems we have this in the bag. It was a little bit scary for a while. They seem to have started getting the better of me, but then we managed to whittle them down with the reinforcements that we brought in, so that worked out nicely. I mean, we might even end up getting a total victory anyway. Because by the time we finish killing like all of this infantry, there's just going to be nothing left and we'll just overrun them very quickly after that. I'm just going to buy in the rest of these bombers and we will just annihilate their backline. Anytime we see a unit, we can just go straight for it with the bomber. On this right side, that's a good target. A lot of this stuff is moving though, still. I can definitely strafe these. Any units that do fly around after the fact should probably just be given strafing orders. I can't wait to bomb this area, that'd be great. Oh yeah, there we go. All the multi-kills. Boom. Right, we'll finish that off. Finish all these off with strafing runs. Another thing I can do is just keep strafing stuff that we see as well now. I'm probably just going to start counter pushing with everything we got. Because they're not really going to have much to stop us, I don't think. Where's Motherfuck Wolf? I need to bring that back over here. Strafe that. Oh, we're 18-6. That is going to be a major victory. So they're going to be disheartened or disorganized, which is going to be good. I think this unit that attacked us, though, might just get destroyed because of the amount of stuff we just killed. We really don't have much left. Quite a lot on this tree line, though. Let's just bomb the crap out of it. The Ju-87 bombing wing coming in. That's glorious. I mean, there's probably gonna miss a lot of this stuff, but it's okay. My Pioneer can clear it up. Well, that's if they had ammo. I would just give them orders to strafe after the fact. I must have hit something, or at least pinned it down. Alright, that's it. Total victory. 26 minutes, 35 seconds. Not bad. 336 kills, 43 losses. That's a lot. Blimey. The AT guns did do their job, that's for sure. Oh, that bombing strike killed 4 snipers on one of them. Yeah, having those Ju-87s like hang around and strafe sooner might have been a nice idea. But otherwise, I think they all did a good job. Very good. I don't think that unit can get attacks again. Managed to shoot down pretty much all of the fighters they had, and then just a bunch of the recon aircraft they had. 17 ML-20s got destroyed. That's pretty much all of them. I'm pretty sure. They have like one left in that unit. I think it's this unit. Oh, never mind, they don't have any left. What even is that? It's got one transport truck. What? How does that even work? Alright, well, we'll see what the AI is going to do. They ran away with a lot of disorganized units there. I'm hoping this doesn't get attacked. I mean, I don't think it can get attacked. I guess the main thing we need to worry about is if this unit gets attacked, but that doesn't really matter because it's just tanks versus tanks. Okay, yeah, they did cut it off. But we're probably just going to attack into those T-34s anyway with the Stugs. Get the AI to speed things up a little bit. Yeah, looks like that might have been the last attack. So we timed it all very well in the end. It's great. We can destroy those two disorganized units at the front. Oh, never mind. Actually, we still might be able to. Gotta remember that the air cover's there. They also put air cover over here. And that's a pain. Yeah, they've covered both of those sides. Don't I have any AA I can put up or something? Because you can put AA up underneath these fighters, and then what happens is they get forced off. But we'll definitely take advantage of this. I'm going to bring forwards... let's use this one. Engineers or pioneers. What's the difference? Pioneer assault. Are these... Pioneer assault? Pretty much the same thing. Oh, those are Germans, that's why. I looked at the same one twice. I will put the Romanians first because their units are actually better, like especially the Pioneer assault. Whereas the Sturmpires aren't as good. So we'll use these. Blow up that unit. Oh, we're actually having to do an attack. That's awkward. Oh, let's jump on in. It's not going to be terrible because of the Katyushas. It just depends what this unit has. The 108th Guards Rifle Division HQ. I should have seen that the other one could reinforce an A. That was dumb. Yeah, we'll should be fine. I'm just going to have to use the mortars a lot, I think. Like the only support I've got. So we'll just deploy in like groups of threes with the Pioneers at the start. And hopefully make a little bit of ground. If I can get my entire unit in, then I think we'll be fine. I hope we'll be fine. I might move these over here actually and go up this side. It could be best for these to just run over to the left. Unload there. Let's have this zoom up the road a little bit and unload. And then just trying to work out, I could probably put Pioneer Assault over on the left. Go through this heavy cover. Probably use some in the middle here at some point, but I think I'm just going to do this. We'll see how we get on. With any luck, the unit here, the 108th, is pretty depleted from previous battles. If it's not, then that could be a bit of a problem. I always forget how aggressive they are. Like, well, sometimes I don't. Yeah, they're always aggressive on this map. Okay, so far, not too bad. They didn't unload anything crazy that we had to deal with, so that was alright. Gotta be careful not to lose the spawns. 10 KVD so far, which is fine. We did lose that spawn, oops. Let's go back and clear that out. They're gonna have a lot of these S2s. Looks like we cleared that right side nicely. Here comes the Katyusha already. Alright, good. It's targeting something completely different. Ooh, that's not good. That Maxim truck might actually do quite a lot of damage to my infantry if I let it. Oh wow, the ZIS-2 actually surrendered my pioneer. Oh gosh. We gotta just stay on the move. Stay on the move. Katyushas can't do anything if you keep moving. Okay. We just gotta keep like walking backwards and forwards with those Maxim trucks. It's the only way that we'll be able to deal with them. I think it's been not too bad though. Obviously there is still stuff we need to deal with. Like Chernos, they're not gonna be too bad. Gonna take a couple units over there. These can keep pushing up to that flag. We're gonna want to catch a few flags. Well, I don't know what killed that. Get a few flags sooner than later. Otherwise, we'll just run out of time. But as soon as we manage to catch like 5 or 6, we should be all right. Should have plenty of time. Oh, some sapere. Okay, interesting. Good to know. I think they have like 6 of those. If it's like a fresh unit, I think it's like 6. If I remember the compositions correctly. Get back out of the river. Not that it makes a difference. Just kill that one first. Alright, cool. Those are dealt with. Oh, come on, Pioneer, it's not that hard. Just a crappy leader unit. There you go. Yeah, so now we have 20 minutes. Thanks to the major defeat timer now with the 19 to 5 flags. Great. Alright, let's start spreading these out a bit more on this side. No, don't do that. That does have the same range, so gotta be careful. I guess this is going to be helpful, like playing out a battle like this, because what it's going to do is just disorganize like the leader unit as well, and also the Katyusha units. They won't be able to like pull it into another attack for a little while at least. Just as well, these Katyushas can't direct fire, huh? Imagine how crazy that would be. Just hoping I don't bump into any more Sapri with these Pianeri. I just, well, it's okay if I do, as long as I'm paying attention when it happens. Because I can probably micro out the way. I think that artillery is probably like the 122 mil artillery. Gonna unload that on top of the Katyusha. I could probably unload on top of the 122 there as well. It doesn't shoot my transport on the way. That Pianini. Because I wasn't paying attention. This one's in a bit of a weird spot as well. Why is there so much stuff coming in? Oh, they shot my Pianeri assault with just two bastards. I'm curious what was in all of those transports. But if it's like proper infantry, it might really be bad. Because they'll whittle down the limited amount that I've got. And that'll cause issues. Was it just a bunch of S2s maybe? Well, I would have seen them being towed. Oh, these are Strafs. Yeah, those are Strafniki, I think. Or Chernos, no, Chernos. Okay, good. If they were Strafs, we would have a problem. Because they are Chernos, it's not so bad. Oh, there's another unit there? Really? Another Maxim? Oh, the direct fire from the 122s, that's not very fun. Those getting the better of me there. I could really do with like a couple of ZBs in the open now, I think. Just going to stay out of range of that Maxim. Oh, you've met your match, Avtos. Being nearly us out. Love it. That's what they're great for. Anything else at close range? No chance. No chance. Bring that supply truck over here. Get some supply on my units. Alright, for now we're just going to chill on that right hand side. Oh, lost the Pianelli there to a grenade. That would have been a Sapele squad. Going to be low on machine gun ammo, I think. Let's push for these flags. We're currently 14 to 10. We need to speed things up a little bit here. Yeah, nearly reloaded at least. Okay, good. Move them back up. I wonder if I could just like unload on top of that. Might not be a good idea to try. Get that MG reloaded. Oh, come on. Oh, the random AT gun sat next to it. You're kidding me. Okay, well, guess we'll just bring in the mortars and just use them to clean that up. My biggest concern with using mortars is the Katyushas there. That could be a problem. Here we go, delete the Avtos. Oh, if I jumped in the building there in time, I would have been able to dodge that. Oh, we're now 15 to 9, so that's good. See if we can make some more ground on that right side. We get eyes on the artillery there. keep the pushes going across so that we can just take more flags before the end. Ah, come on, don't kill my peony. Like, I was hoping that these would be dead by the time that they ran past when I gave that order. That's gonna kill my supply there as well. I'm really gonna have to mortar those. Okay, good. Well, I'm gonna unload here. We're gonna mortar those. Like, how are they doing so much damage? It's like one dude left. Run. What is that? Oh no. Oh gosh. That's insane. There's so many Katyushas. Oh gosh. Alright, major victory would be nice. I'm gonna try and go for it. It's like risky. We really don't have that many dudes left. Look at this. That is crazy. All of the mortars just got deleted. They were on the edge of it as well. I gave them a move order after the fact. The AI was just waiting for me to use mortars, it was. I'll tell you now. That's insane. There's so many just fired then. Actually incredible. Right, we can't let that fire at us. Oh, I really just lost another unit there. Go away. Nice. Alright, that's good. I'm gonna move those though, just in case. If they get close enough, we'll hit them with the grenade anyway. I'm gonna waste the grenade on them. Alright. Looks like we found the 18-6, which is the major victory. We'll disorganize those units. That's good enough for me. The amount of Katyushas that fired, that was incredible. I've never seen the AI fire that many. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Alright. Oh, we had minor victory. Oh, did we lose a flag last second? 20 minutes, 39 seconds. Oh, you're kidding. I didn't see that happen. I didn't hear it, which is why I didn't pay attention to it. I thought we had that secured. Oh, well, that's frustrating. Well, at least it probably doesn't matter too much because the unit will be really damaged anyway, but there we go. Is there a unit maybe further back that can push forwards and do it, like a recon unit? I don't think so. We'll just do that. Push them out. Alright, hopefully this unit doesn't get attacked. That would be a pain. I mean, I guess we could maybe stop it with the artillery. No, I don't think so. We can have the 3rd armor group move up. And they will be able to get involved in like the next battle. I'm thinking some of these might recover next turn, which would be kind of annoying. But either way, unfortunately guys, it has been my time. So I'm going to leave it there. We took... Oh, there was so many Katyushas in that panel, just like trying to aim for that one blob of mortars, and they did get them. Actually, an incredible battle in the end. The first one was obviously a lot more effective for us. This time around, it would have been nice to stop those Katyushas from joining in any other future battles. Or at least, you know, for the next turn or two with the disorganized, but never mind. That was okay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.